What's up, guys? Crispy here, and today we're going to be making a Flappy Bird game. A Flappy Bird game is where you have um a bird, and you keep on clicking, and there are pipes, and there's a little hole between the pipes, so the bird has to go through that hole. So there are pipes that are going to be coming this way, and the bird is going to be moving right. So if the bird hits the pipe, then you lose. And if you, so there's no winning, there's like the highest score. So yeah, it's actually a really hard game. It's harder than a platformer game, surprisingly. So let's get right into it. So first, let's just change the costume for this default cat sprite. We're gonna make the bird now, so let's rename it the sprite to bird. So now we're gonna go to the costumes. We don't need costume 2, we just need one costume. We're gonna call it bird. Alright, so this is what the bird's gonna look like. So first we want our bird to like fall down, because the same thing, we have to add gravity to the game. The bird is going to keep on falling, and if you click, it's going to go up a little and then keep on falling. So we're going to make a custom block just like we did in the platform where we did the cursor movement. So we're going to name the custom block bird movement, and we're going to click OK. And when the flag is clicked, forever call the bird movement block. So first, the same thing, we have to make a variable. We're going to call it speed y, and for this sprite only. So let's just delete this default my variables. So change speed y by a -1 and change y by speed y. So the y position is going to change by the speed y variable. Oops, hold on. Yeah, there it is. So let's see if it falls down. So you can see the bird perfectly fell down. So if we click, then we want it to go up. So if mouse down, yeah, that's what they call it. They call it mouse down because you click on it and you hold. So maybe, or not really a good name, but alright. So set speed y to 9, I guess, or we'll see how that goes. So you can see that the bird goes up when you click the mouse, but we want the bird to go at this position when we start the game. So let's just drag the bird to that position. So let's go to the motion, go to XY. Oh, it's already set to where it is. Alright. You can see that it actually, if you start the game, it just immediately goes down. So in order to do that, we have to add friction to it. So to the speed y variable. So we're gonna add a set speed y to block, set speed y to speed y times times a 0.9. You can see that it no longer goes down way too fast, and it's a lot smoother. So that's great, but we don't need the bird to move. It's not really gonna move. It's gonna look like it's moving to the right, but the pipes are gonna move to the left. We're gonna make the pipes move, so it's like kind of like a scrolling game. So we're done with the bird now. So let's make the pipes. So we're gonna paint a sprite. We're gonna call it pipes. So this costume is gonna be the top pipe, and the next costume is gonna be the bottom pipe. So let's remove this 2, and we're gonna call it bottom pipe. So this is how the top pipe is gonna look like. Let's just position it like over here. And let's make this vertical rectangle longer so that way we don't have any problems, because the different clones of the bottom of the pipes is gonna go at a random Y position, so it won't have any like space underneath the pipe. So we're gonna copy the pipe, paste, let's put it at the exact same position, flip it, and now let's move it down. Alright, let's move this a little up, and now we're gonna copy the bottom pipe, we're gonna delete it and paste it into the bottom pipe costume. So let's go to the code now, and when the flag is clicked, forever create a clone of myself. And also we want to make a variable so the clone knows what position, what pipe it's going to be, either the bottom pipe or the top pipe. So we're going to make a variable. We're going to call the variable bottom or top pipe. So click OK. And for this sprite only, otherwise it won't work. So set bottom or top pipe to top, and we're gonna duplicate the set the bottom or top pipe block and create a clone of myself, and this time set it to bottom so it knows whether the pipe is top or on the bottom, and also wait 3 seconds so that way it won't keep on creating a clone. So we want it to know which costume to switch at, whether the bottom or top pipe variable is set to top or bottom. So in order to do that, we're gonna add a when I start as a clone, if else. So if it's bottom, then switch costume to bottom pipe, and if it's top, then switch costume to top pipe. So if bottom or top pipe is equal to bottom, let's just copy the whatever the spelling is, so that way it will be easier and it will be exactly the same, because if you make any mistake, then it's gonna mess up. So if bottom or top pipe is equal to bottom, then switch costume to bottom pipe, otherwise switch costume to top pipe. And also, so if the pipe is bottom, then we want it to be like over here, so it's gonna start at this point, move there, and clones are gonna keep on coming from this way, and then when it reaches to this point, then delete that clone. So go to XY block, so is it the exact same? Yes. And switch costume to the top pipe, because we need the position to be, so we don't need to really change the X position. And also we don't want the actual pipe sprite, because we want the clones to show only. So when the flag is clicked, hide and show when I start as a clone. So let's see if we have the pipes. Alright, so we have the pipes, but you can see that there are a lot of clones. There are already clones coming if you wait 3 seconds. So let's first make the pipes move to the left. So we're gonna add a repeat until block. So change X by a -5 and repeat until like the X position is at a -236. So add it equals. So if X position is equal to a -236, then delete this clone. Alright, so let's see if our pipe moves and the pipe goes away if it gets to this position. Alright guys, so you can see that it's not working. That's because I made a mistake. We were supposed to add a less than instead of an equal. So if the x position is less than a negative 236, then delete the clone. So now it should work. Alright, so you can see the clone got deleted when it reached to that position. But you can see that it doesn't create another clone. It waits and then waits until this clone gets deleted and then creates a new one. So that's because we have to shorten the wait seconds time. So let's try 1.5 because 1 second is going to be way too hard. Maybe 1 second won't be. Yeah, that's good. And also it's way too hard, so maybe we need to make the bird a little shorter. So we can just make the size shorter from here. 70, yeah, that should be good. Alright, so our pipes are working perfectly fine, except we wanted to like go to a random Y position. So in order to do that, we're gonna add a pick random to block. Pick random. So let's just show. So let's show the pipe. So this is the lowest Y position. So pick random from something to a negative 104. Let's switch the costume to top pipe. And this is the highest level. So pick random from 110 to 104. So let's just duplicate it and put it into here, so the Y position. And now let's see if it goes to a random Y position. Okay, you can see that it's actually like attaching to each other. So maybe we have to create another variable and then go to the Y position depending upon that variable. So the variable will be a pick random. We'll put the pick random block in that because it's getting confused. It's like different for each costume. So make a variable. We're gonna call it random Y position. Oops. So click OK. So set random Y position to a pick random from 110 to 104. So go to the Y position, random Y position. So same for this one. And now let's see if it works. Alright, you can see that it's not attaching to each other. So now we want the game to stop if the bird hits the pipe. So we're gonna go to the bird sprite. Let's duplicate the when flag clicked forever because it's calling the bird movement block so it's gonna become laggy. So we have to create another when flag clicked forever block. So if touching pipes, then broadcast a message. So broadcast lose game. Or maybe we can do lost game. So when it receives lost game, hide, and let's drag this into the pipes block, and when it receives lost game, then repeat 10 times, delete this clone, and maybe we don't have to do 10 times, we can probably do 2, so that way it will be extra stronger, and you can't it's the same thing. You can't put stop all underneath that. So stop all. So let's see if it stops the game and deletes all the clones. Alright, so you can see that the bird is hiding now because it hit the pipe. The pipes um, are deleted, so the clones are deleted, but we want like a label to show. So maybe we don't have to make the pipe stop the game. We can just paint under the sprite. We're gonna call it label. So let's make this costume win. Actually, no win because there's no actually a winning in this game. It's actually a high score. So let's just make it big so it's readable. Let's make the X position and the Y position 0, and we're gonna make this text black so you can see it better. So when I receive lost game, show and stop the game. But first we wanted to hide when the flag is clicked. So when flag is clicked, then hide. Alright, so let's see what happens. Okay, so you can see the bird is not showing, so we have to make it show when the flag is clicked. So when the flag is clicked, show. Alright, now it's working. So if we hit a pipe, you can see the you lose label is showing and the game is stopped. So that's basically today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below on what you would like to learn in future videos. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Get to 20 subscribers. Also, there's the link to the game in the description down below. So make sure to check it out. And hit the thumbs up and have a nice day.